What makes a rising star? Those who are yet to be household names, but have an ethos and are making wines that herald an exciting future for both them and the country's wines more widely. This award recognises winemakers who lead the way to an exciting future for New Zealand wine. And this year's Rising Star 2025 is... Congratulations to Lauren Keenan and Simon Sharpe of 1,000 Gods. Let's hear from this trailblazing duo about their journey across continents and their vision for the future.
My name is Lauren.
And I'm Simon.
And we are 1,000 Gods Wines. I grew up in the Hunter Valley, New South Wales, Australia. I got into the wine industry quite young. I was 14 years old and I met Sarah Kate Deneen of Maud Wines. She was the winemaker at a local winery in the Hunter Valley at the time. I started doing some after school work for Sarah Kate, sticking some export labels on some bottles. And within a few weeks, she had dragged me into the winery to do my first harvest. And I've never looked back. Traveling was always really important for me for a career. Likewise, I wanted to be quite active and physical. I didn't want to be stuck behind a desk. So winemaking just ticked all those boxes.
So I actually got into wine quite young as well. So I got a job working in a restaurant when I was 17 and when I turned 18. I have to serve wines, and the sommelier there said, you've got to understand a little bit about the wines. So I started to taste them, and I got hooked really quickly. And just through the other people working at the restaurant, other friends, that we formed a bit of a group, and we started to taste wines quite often and do blind tastings on a Friday night and that kind of thing. So yeah, really got hooked pretty early in it, and then headed toward winemaking became a natural choice after that. So the most important thing that we're looking for in our wines is critically balance, also approachability, cellarability, texture and mouthfeel, and layers of detail and a certain intrigue. The wine should hopefully evolve in the glass and kind of draw you in, and kind of you go on a little bit of a journey with the wine over the course of the time that you're drinking it.
Not being from New Zealand and having left for so long, when we came back to New Zealand and started 1,000 Gods, we were starting from zero. We didn't know anyone in the trade, and so there was a lot of legwork just getting the wine out there and getting the wine in people's glasses.
I think all our wines are very personal and come from they're really a distillation of our experience. An interesting one is the Viognier, our Boat in the Woods Viognier, because we really tackled that wine from the ground up, just canvassing the vineyard, doing lots of different pick dates and different vinification techniques and winemaking techniques, and trying to really understand the vineyard and what was the potential, especially as Viognier is a grape that's not really synonymous with Marlborough. We didn't know what the potential was and what really it could give. So it was really about exploring that potential and just trying to understand it, and we're really happy with the results.